Hello Lee Forest, welcome back to Mrs Hudson's kitchen. I hope you're all okay. Today we're going to make some pancakes. It's one of my favourite things as either a breakfast or a lunch snack. Now we are going to make them the healthy way, which links in really beautifully with Article 24, which is every child has a right to a healthy lifestyle. So we're going to make some nice healthy pancakes. They only take 3 ingredients, and our ingredients are some porridge oats, fat-free vanilla yoghurt, or you could use coconut yoghurt if you prefer, or blueberry yoghurt, whatever yoghurt you fancy, but make sure it's fat-free. And then you need 4 eggs. And that's all you need, and it will make about 12 pancakes. So, in terms of equipment that you will need today, if you've got a food processor, then you can use that, but you don't have to. You can use the oats just as they are, but I do prefer to blend mine down to a nice fine powder. It makes the texture a little bit smoother. But if you haven't got a food processor, it really doesn't matter. You can use the oats as they are. You'll also need a frying pan. Now I'll be using a griddle today to show you how to make these, but I'm only doing it so it's easier for you to see on the surface here. You'll have exactly the same cooking experience using a frying pan. And then you'll need a fork and a spoon and a couple of mixing bowls, and that's it. That's all you need today. So, shall we make some pancakes? Brilliant. The first thing you will need is to measure out your oats. Now I've measured out mine already, and I've measured out 80 grams of porridge oats. You'll also need to measure out 220 grams of your yoghurt. Okay, so that's 80 grams of oats and 220 grams of yoghurt, and then you've got your 4 eggs. Once you've got all that measured out, you're ready to start. And the first job is to put your oats in your food processor. Now do make sure that you have got an adult with you when you're doing this, because the blade in a food processor is very, very sharp. Do not put your fingers in, because it's a dangerous place for your fingers to be. So my oats are safely in there. I'm going to pop the lid on, and this is the noisy bit again. So we're going to blend these oats down to a fine powder. Are you ready for some noise? So it didn't take very long in my food processor. I'm going to pop that to the side. I'm just going to take the top bit off my processor there. There we go. Pop that to the side to give me a bit more space. So that has now ground down to a really fine powder. Can you see? Yeah, it's not like oats anymore. It's like more like flour now. But as I say, you don't have to blend them if you don't want to, or you don't have a food processor. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to tip these into our mixing bowl. Now very carefully I'm going to take out the blade and just give it a shake. There we go. Tap them all out. Perfect. I'm going to put that to the side to wash up in a little bit. So we're left with our blitzed oats, our finely ground oats. And the next job you need to do is to get your yoghurt. And you're going to place your yoghurt in with the oats. So scoop it all in, don't leave any in the bowl. Scoop it all in, all together. You don't need to do anything special today, just make sure that the oats and the yoghurt are all incorporated. There we go, I think that will do. There we go, it looks just like porridge now. I'm guessing Goldilocks would like it, wouldn't she? Right, I'm just going to get rid of my spoon, and then I'm going to get my fork, because I'm going to be whisking with my fork the 4 eggs into this mixture. So we like tapping our eggs, don't we? So how many times do we tap them? Yeah, that's right, 3 times on the side. 1, 2, 3. And plop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And the last one's in there. So I've got my 4 eggs in with my mixture. Now this takes a little bit of doing because you've got to squash the eggs down to get them all incorporated, to get them into the mixture, and then you can start whisking. Oh, quite hard work this is. So you need to keep whisking it, keep whisking until it's nice and smooth. We don't want any lumpy pancakes, do we? There we go. With a good stir up. There we go, that looks lovely. Right. There we go. So now it looks like milky porridge. The next thing you're going to do then is you're going to warm up your frying pan. So here's my griddle. So I'm using instead of a frying pan, just so you can see here. Nothing special about this, it is just an open electric frying pan, that's all it is. So you'll need a spatula, something to flip your pancakes with, and you'll need some either fry light or spray oil or a little bit of butter to put on your pan. Okay. Just grab a spoon so I can spoon my pancake mixture on. So I'm going to just spray, well that sounds hot, just going to spray my griddle with some fry light, and then if you get yourself a dessert spoon and you're just going to spoon, oh that's sizzling. This isn't a very big dessert spoon, so I'm going to do 3 spoons. Normally it only takes 2. And then I'm going to space them out nicely because they do spread a little bit, but you want to try and get your pancakes all the same size if you can. I can get 3 on here. I can only get 2 in my frying pan when I'm doing them in my frying pan. There we go. Now they take about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, and you'll see when they're starting to cook because the edges go a slightly different colour to the middle, and you can see they'll have lots of little air bubbles popping up inside them. So you just need to be patient. Don't cook it on a really high heat because you'll just burn the pancakes underneath and they won't be very nice. So just cook them gently for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, and I'll show you how to flip them using my spatula in a moment. Now remember, before you start cooking, you always need to make sure your surface is clean with antibacterial wipe and that you have cleaned your hands thoroughly and given them a good wash with soap and warm water. So just a little reminder for you there. I think we've done enough cooking now for you to know that. So these are coming along nicely. They don't seem to be sizzling very much today, but we'll keep an eye on them so we don't burn the bottoms and see how we go. They are taking a little bit of time. Now, if you've got any bakes that you've done during lockdown, any pictures of those bakes that you've done, please do send them to me or send them to Mr. Croxon and we'll get them on the Bake Off Gallery. Because every week we go on the Bake Off Gallery and we choose a new star baker of the week. You've really blown me away with the amount of amazing cooking that you've done. Not just cakes and cookies, but you've cooked all sorts. You've cooked bread and quiches and oh, it's just been amazing. So keep up all that fantastic work. Shall we see if the first one's ready to flip? Here we go. I'm going to have a go at this one here. Oh, lovely. So I'm just going to get my spatula underneath it and then you go flip. Whoa, that's perfect. And then the next one, flip. Oh, I've made a bit of a mess on that one. And flip. Oh, 3 perfect little pancakes. Now, when I serve these, I'm going to serve them with a little drizzle of maple syrup, but only a little drizzle because that is very, very sweet and very sugary, so not so healthy. But just a very little sprinkle or drizzle of maple syrup. And then I have strawberries and blueberries to go on my pancakes today. I love lots and lots of fruit with mine, and I stack the pancakes up in a nice little stack. I chop and wash all of my fruit, make sure it's washed thoroughly, and then I stack it all up and then I cut through it. Oh, it is just delicious. These are nearly ready, so I'm going to go and get a plate and get them stacked up. and then I will show you what they look like. This recipe will make about 12 pancakes. I can eat 3 because they are so nice and completely healthy. So I'll be back with you in a minute when they're all plated up so you can see, and then I'll carry on cooking the rest later. See you in a minute. Right, so I've popped those on a plate, and I've popped a little bit of maple syrup and loads of lovely, delicious strawberries and blueberries, and they're best served warm. They are absolutely yummy, 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 yummy. So give them a go. Either have them for breakfast or lunch, or you could have them as a pudding if you wanted to. As I say, they are a healthy option to pancakes because they've got no flour in them and they've got no butter in them. They are just made from those 3 lovely ingredients. I will put the recipe up online for you as well, and I'd love to see anybody that's had a go at making these pancakes. So enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy making your pancakes, and keep on sending in those amazing photos. I look forward to seeing you on the next show. Take care now. Bye.